Liquid fertilizer offers plants a quick and easy way to access essential nutrients. Unlike granular fertilizers that need time to break down, liquids are immediately available to roots. This leads to faster absorption and quicker results. Just mix it with water and apply to the base of your plants. Use them for various plants, from flowers and vegetables to trees and shrubs. They are ideal for container gardening, providing a targeted nutrient boost in a confined space. Choosing liquid fertilizer over granular options is better for the environment. Cow dung is a natural fertilizer used for centuries. It is rich in essential nutrients that plants need to thrive. Nitrogen promotes lush green foliage. Phosphorus supports strong root development and abundant flowering. Potassium enhances a plant's overall health and disease resistance. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, cow dung is a gentle, natural alternative. Adding cow dung to your garden also increases beneficial microbial activity, creating a thriving ecosystem beneath the surface. Before you begin, it's important to source good quality cow dung. Ideally, you want dung from cows that have been grazing on pasture. Look for dung that is dry and free from any signs of mold or disease. If you don't have access to fresh cow dung, you can purchase bags of dried, composted manure from garden centers. When collecting fresh cow dung, always wear gloves to protect your hands. It's best to avoid dung that is very wet or sloppy, as this can take longer to dry and may contain more weed seeds. A little effort in sourcing the right material will go a long way in nurturing your garden. Fresh cow dung needs to be dried thoroughly before using it to make liquid fertilizer. Spread the cow dung out in a thin layer on a tarp or concrete surface. Choose a sunny, well-ventilated area to speed up the drying process. Depending on the weather conditions, drying could take a few days to a week. Turn the dung regularly to ensure even drying. It's crucial to ensure the cow dung is completely dry before moving on to the next step. You'll know it's ready when it's brittle and crumbles easily in your hand. Once your cow dung is completely dry, it's time to break it down into smaller pieces. This increases the surface area, making it easier for the water to extract nutrients during the fermentation process. You can break it down by hand, but it's quicker and easier to use a shovel or a garden trowel. Wear gloves and a mask to protect yourself from dust. Spread the dried cow dung on a hard surface and use the back of a shovel to break it up. Aim for pieces that are roughly the size of a walnut or smaller. Breaking down the cow dung is a crucial step in ensuring that you can extract as many nutrients as possible. After breaking down the dried cow dung, store it in a dry, well-ventilated area until you're ready to make your liquid fertilizer. This prevents it from absorbing moisture and becoming moldy. You can store it in breathable bags, such as burlap sacks, or in a covered container. Avoid storing the prepared cow dung directly on the ground. Elevate it slightly using pallets or bricks to allow for air circulation. Proper storage ensures that your cow dung remains dry and ready for use when you are. Selecting the right container is the first step in making your liquid fertilizer. You'll need a container that is non-reactive and has a lid. Plastic buckets or large glass jars work well. Avoid using metal containers as they can react with the fertilizer and affect its quality. The size of your container depends on how much fertilizer you want to make. Ensure your chosen container is thoroughly cleaned and rinsed before use. It's a good idea to sterilize the container with a bleach solution to eliminate any potential contaminants. With your container ready, it's time to combine the prepared cow dung with water. The ideal ratio is 1 part cow dung to 5 parts water. For example, for every cup of dried, broken down cow dung, you would add 5 cups of water. While plain water works well, you can enhance your fertilizer by using rainwater or well water. Avoid using chlorinated water as it can inhibit the growth of beneficial bacteria. If you only have access to chlorinated water, leave it to stand for 24 hours before using it to allow the chlorine to evaporate. After adding the cow dung and water to your chosen container, use a stick or a long-handled spoon to stir the mixture well. This ensures that the cow dung is evenly distributed and helps to kickstart the fermentation process. Once mixed, securely fasten the lid on your container. Find a warm, shady spot for your container to sit undisturbed for the next 4 to 6 weeks. It's a good idea to stir the mixture every few days to ensure even fermentation. After 4 to 6 weeks, your liquid fertilizer should be ready. You'll notice a change in color and a less potent aroma. Now it's time to separate the liquid fertilizer from the solid remnants of the cow dung. To strain your fertilizer, you can use a cheesecloth, a fine mesh sieve, or even an old pillowcase. Secure your chosen straining material over a clean bucket or container. Slowly pour the fermented mixture through the strainer, allowing the liquid fertilizer to collect in the container below. Determining how often to apply your homemade liquid fertilizer can feel a bit like a guessing game at first. However, a general rule of thumb is to fertilize your plants every 2 to 4 weeks. This frequency provides a steady supply of nutrients without overwhelming your plants. Factors like plant age, growth rate, and soil fertility all play a role in determining the ideal application frequency. For instance, young, actively growing plants or those in containers may benefit from more frequent fertilization. Established plants in nutrient-rich soil might only need a boost every 4 weeks or even less frequently. The key to successful gardening is attentiveness. Pay close attention to your plants. They will tell you what they need. Healthy plants have a vibrant color, strong stems, and robust growth. If you notice any signs of nutrient deficiency, such as stunted growth, yellowing leaves, or poor flowering, it might be time for a dose of your liquid fertilizer. Remember, over-fertilizing can be just as detrimental as under-fertilizing. Signs of over-fertilizing include wilting, leaf burn, and browning leaf tips. Just as our own energy levels and appetites fluctuate with the seasons, so too do the needs of our plants. During the active growing season, typically spring and summer, plants require more frequent fertilization to support their rapid growth and development. As temperatures cool and days shorten in autumn, plant growth naturally slows down, and so does their need for additional nutrients. In general, it's best to scale back on fertilizer applications during the fall and winter months. Always consider the specific climate and growing conditions in your area when deciding on the frequency of fertilizer applications. While cow dung offers a plethora of nutrients, using your liquid fertilizer at full strength can be too much of a good thing. Undiluted fertilizer can create an overly rich environment that can harm your plants, potentially leading to root burn and nutrient imbalances. Dilution is crucial to ensure your plants receive the benefits of the fertilizer without the risk of damage. It's like providing a steady, nourishing drink instead of overwhelming them with a heavy meal. By diluting the fertilizer, you're essentially creating a more balanced and plant-friendly solution that promotes healthy growth without the risk of over-fertilization. Finding the right dilution for your liquid fertilizer is key to its effectiveness. A general rule of thumb is to mix 1 part fertilizer with 10 parts water. For example, you would mix 1 cup of liquid fertilizer with 10 cups of water. This dilution is a good starting point for most plants and can be adjusted based on the specific needs of your garden. Always err on the side of caution when it comes to dilution. Observe your plants closely for any signs of nutrient deficiency or excess and adjust the dilution accordingly. Once you've diluted your liquid fertilizer, it's time to apply it to your plants. The best time to fertilize is in the morning or evening when the temperatures are cooler and the sun is less intense. This helps to minimize evaporation and allows the plants more time to absorb the nutrients. When applying the fertilizer, focus on the root zone of the plant, which is the area around the base of the plant where the majority of the feeder roots are located. Water the soil around the plant thoroughly with the diluted fertilizer, ensuring that the entire root zone is moistened. Avoid getting the fertilizer on the leaves of the plant, as this can cause burning. Imagine a vibrant flower garden bursting with color and fragrance, a testament to the nourishing power of your homemade liquid fertilizer. Roses, with their elegant blooms and captivating scents, are particularly fond of this natural fertilizer. The nutrients in cow dung encourage strong root development, leading to more prolific flowering and healthier foliage. Similarly, dahlias, known for their spectacular blooms in a kaleidoscope of colors, respond enthusiastically to the boost provided by this fertilizer. Other flowering plants that thrive with this natural elixir include geraniums and petunias. The key is to apply the fertilizer consistently, keeping the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. For the vegetable gardener, cow dung liquid fertilizer is a true gift, a natural way to enhance the yield and flavor of your homegrown produce. Tomatoes, those beloved fruits that form the backbone of many a summer salad and sauce, are voracious feeders and respond exceptionally well to this fertilizer. The abundance of nutrients in cow dung, particularly nitrogen and potassium, promotes healthy foliage growth and encourages a bountiful harvest of juicy, flavorful tomatoes. Leafy greens, such as lettuce, spinach and kale, also benefit greatly from this natural fertilizer. The nitrogen in cow dung promotes lush, verdant growth, while the other nutrients contribute to the overall health and vitality of these nutrient-packed vegetables. Root vegetables like carrots, potatoes and beets appreciate the boost provided by this fertilizer as well. While often overlooked in the realm of fertilization, trees and shrubs can also benefit from the occasional application of cow dung liquid fertilizer, especially when establishing themselves in a new location. Fruit trees such as apple, pear and cherry trees appreciate the nutrients provided by this fertilizer, which can lead to healthier growth, improved fruit production and increased resistance to pests and diseases. When applying fertilizer to trees and shrubs, it's important to apply it evenly around the drip line of the plant, which is the area directly beneath the outer circumference of the branches. Ornamental trees and shrubs such as maples, dogwoods and hydrangeas can also benefit from the occasional application of this fertilizer, particularly if they are growing in poor soil. The nutrients in cow dung can help to improve soil structure, enhance drainage, and provide the essential elements these plants need to thrive. Remember, moderation is key when fertilizing trees and shrubs. Beyond flowers, vegetables, and trees, cow dung liquid fertilizer works wonders on lawns and pastures. It promotes lush, green grass growth, enhances soil structure for better drainage and aeration. Proper composting prevents weed seeds. Apply during spring and fall. Use a watering can or hose-in sprayer. Water thoroughly after application. Regular use leads to a resilient, healthy lawn. Creating your own liquid fertilizer from cow dung is simple and rewarding. Nature provides everything we need to nurture our gardens and nourish our families. You're providing your plants with a balanced fertilizer and reducing your environmental footprint. Imagine harvesting plump, juicy tomatoes grown with nature's power. There's satisfaction in transforming cow dung into a potent elixir for plant growth. It's a connection to the earth, a reminder of our interconnectedness. Appreciate how nature provides solutions to our gardening needs. So go ahead, embrace the magic of cow dung. Don your gardening gloves, gather your materials, and embark on this rewarding journey of transforming a readily available resource into a potent fertilizer for your garden. Don't be afraid to experiment, to adjust the dilution rates and application frequencies based on the specific needs of your plants and the unique conditions of your garden. Remember, gardening is a journey of discovery, a constant dance between observation, adaptation, and a touch of intuition. As you witness your plants responding with renewed vigor and vitality to this natural elixir, share your knowledge and enthusiasm with fellow gardeners. Spread the word about the wonders of cow dung liquid fertilizer, encouraging others to embrace a more sustainable and rewarding approach to gardening. Together, we can cultivate not only thriving gardens, but also a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of nature and the bounty it provides. Happy gardening!